Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I have a special guest, Jason, here with me, who is going to talk all about how he's able to make extra money on the side by selling things on eBay. Welcome, Jason.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Everyone is good. I'm doing good. And you're from Atlanta.
Yep, born and raised ATL, shawty.
And you actually have a 9-to-5, and you just decided that you wanted to make extra money outside of your job.
Yep, that's correct. I'm a financial aid counselor at one of the local schools here in Atlanta, and I make all right money, but to help pay off debt and help me basically create a emergency fund, I decided to start doing some side hustles. And one of my main side hustles is selling things on eBay. I've been doing it on and off for 9 years. Got serious about it in 2016, and the momentum has been growing ever since.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So how did you first decide that you were able to make money outside of your 9-to-5? Because I feel like that holds a lot of people back. They think that their job is in control of how much money they make.
Yeah, and that couldn't be further from the truth. You can always make money with side hustles. It doesn't have to be eBay; it could be anything. But I chose eBay because I've always been told that I'm a salesperson. I like literally as a kid, I used to sell candy, sell CDs, T-shirts, calendars, the whole 9 yards. So I figured if I could figure out items to sell on eBay, I might as well do it. And I've been doing it I've been doing pretty well since then. I would say that in 2015, one of my first biggest sales was a Dwayne Wade jersey. Like, since I know sports, I know what exactly to look for when it comes to sports, such as good players' jerseys, the different shoes that they wear, or the different bobbleheads. I saw a Dwayne Wade jersey in the Salvation Army for $3. I purchased it, listed it on eBay, and it sold within 3 days for $45. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was a $42 profit right there, and I was sold. I've been doing it on and off for a while now, and I don't just sell jerseys anymore. I sell board games, coffee cups, glasses, like the whole 9 yards, all types of different things.
That's amazing that you even brought up like your skills when you were younger, like taking inventory of like some of the things that people said that you were good at before.
Definitely.
What also caught my attention is that you knew which items would sell. So are you doing research before you go to like different thrift stores?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. When I first started, I only stayed with what I knew, which was sports items. Now I do a lot of research. I'm in a couple of eBay Facebook groups, and they are full of information. People post different items that they sell. I look to see if I can find that item, do a little research on the eBay app, and from there, with the eBay app, you can actually input an item that you're selling. Let's say I'm selling a Starbucks coffee mug. Mm-hmm. I can type Starbucks coffee mug in the app. There's a section on there that says sold listings. If I click on that setting right there, I'll be able to see how many. I'll be able to see how much the Starbucks coffee mugs have sold for within the last 30 days. So, I'm always using that eBay app and doing some kind of research before I go. And also, I do a lot of research when I'm in the stores as well, because you may see something that's brand new or gently used, but you may not know if it'll sell. So I just key the item's name in or scan the barcode inside the eBay app, and then from there, if it has some recent sales, I buy it.
Okay. Now, a lot of people might be hesitant because they're like, I don't have time for a side hustle. It takes them too much time. Like, how do you overcome the time constraints?
And it's funny you ask me that question. I wrote a blog post about pretty much like I have my 35th birthday is coming up next week, and I wrote about like some tips. And one of the tips was to watch less TV. People come home from work and literally watch TV from 6 to 11 or 6 to 12, and they watching Real Housewives or whatever, or some other BS shit. You can, like, there's no reason that instead of like coming home at 6 o'clock, you can go to a thrift store, or you can go to 1 or 2 thrift stores between 6 and 7 o'clock, come home, do some research, take pictures of your items, and list the items. Shoot, by then, it'll probably be 8 o'clock. So you can eat your dinner, you can watch your trash reality TV then. So just like you keep it's all about how bad you want it. Do you want to spend the rest of your, do you want to spend like 10, 20 years wasting your time like watching TV, or do you want to sacrifice a little bit of this TV time to make this money right now? And then once you're either out of debt or generating enough income to work for yourself, then you could watch the TV or you could do other stuff. But for me, it's all about sacrifice right now. Every Saturday, I'm at thrift stores. I go to anywhere between 4 to 8 thrift stores every Saturday. The only time I don't go on a Saturday is if I'm out of town, because like I enjoy doing it. I kind of look at it as a little game, trying to figure out how many jerseys I could find this day, or how many board games I could find this day that are brand new that I can flip. So it's all about sacrifice. Now, granted, do I want to go out every weekend? Probably not. But majority of the weekends I enjoy going out, and I have a goal in mind. And it's not gonna just happen if I'm just being lazy around the house.
That's true. So you really have to want it. I love that. Yeah. And you're the second person to mention TV. I had interviewed Michelle from Making Sense of Sense, and she said the same thing. She's like, people watch 30 hours of TV a week.
For real. Like, it's crazy. Like, I like sports, and I like looking at Martin and stuff like that from time to time. But if I can make some money, I'm gonna go out and make that money, and then I come back and stream the show or stream the game later or something.
Yeah. It can be like overwhelming kind of though, walking into thrift stores, because there's so much stuff. Like even when I go in there, I'm like, okay, what should I even focus on?
Yeah. It just depends. I'll say start out with what you know. Like if you're a person that likes jewelry, go up to the showcase and look at the jewelry. If you like housewares or even like toys, go to those sections and then look at those sections first, and then from there start to branch out. When I go to the thrift stores, I instantly go straight to the shoes, because shoes, for me, have made majority of the profit. I've been literally purchased shoes for $6 or purchased shoes for like $12 and been able to flip them for like 70 or 80. Just like 3 weeks ago, I purchased a pair of shoes. They're a pair of running shoes called Hoka One. I'm not sure if many of your audience have heard of that brand. Heck, I hadn't heard of that brand 4 months ago, but these shoes are very popular for the running crowd. Purchased a pair of shoes for $18.99, listed them online for $100. They sold within 72 hours. So you can't beat that.
Wow, no, you definitely can't beat that. No, I feel like I was trying to sell books, and maybe that's not the right thing to sell, because it took like months. Like 3 books finally sold. Maybe it took me like 3 months to sell 3 books. I'm like, I don't know about this whole eBay thing.
For me, books ain't where it's at. Like you got to do a lot of research for books. I can't lie. Like I'm not sure if y'all can see this right here, but this is my eBay section. I have books that I was trying to sell a couple years ago still over there. Like those books are actually about to be donated to the thrift stores within the next week, because there's no money in that. Not for me. Like you can sell a lot of other things. Like if it's a rare book or something that's brand new and still in a package, possibly. But in most cases, you're not gonna make money off books these days.
Okay, so we're in the store, right? I got my item, I got the app, and I know it's gonna make me money. I take the photo, I upload it to eBay. Now, if somebody purchases it, how do I go about like the shipping process? Like,
okay, you got a couple of options. When you list your item, you can either include shipping. If you include shipping, you could do my way, which is kind of like guesstimate the shipping. Because I've been doing it for so long, so I have an idea of what majority of the items will basically cost to ship. Or you could do it the other way, and this would probably be the smartest way to do it. You can either go to the post office and go to the post office and kind of like get it scanned, or kind of like get it weighed beforehand and get an idea, or you can get your own scale, and from there you can forget how you do it, but you can key the amount, and they'll charge you depending on where it'll charge the person depending on where their zip code is, and all that's done like electronically. Or you could also do what I do for the majority of my items, which is offer free shipping, but make the price a little bit higher so that I can like have shipping included in it.
Okay, that makes sense. So do you have like your own boxes now? Since I feel like you ship things all the time. Do you just buy your own?
Yeah, I do. It's crazy. I ordered some, like the USPS, United States Postal Service. They give you can get free boxes from them. You can either go to any post office and get the free boxes, or you can order the boxes from online. And you can get priority boxes or flat rate shipping boxes. Flat rate shipping boxes basically meaning that whatever you get in the box is going to ship for the same price. I love those boxes right there. They have small, medium, and large. The large box ships for $18. The medium box ships for $13.65, and the small box ships for either $6 or $7. But it doesn't matter how heavy the box is, how full it is, it'll ship for that price. So I like those boxes a lot. It's crazy. I go to some of the stores in my neighborhood, and for example, the Dollar General store. I frequent them a lot, and I just ask them, do they have any boxes that they're throwing away from time to time? They let me go in the back and grab whatever I want. And then, the number three option of how I get boxes, with having an eBay store. Every quarter they give you a $25 coupon to buy eBay related items out from them. They sell boxes, tape, bubble wrap, poly mailers, the whole 9 yards. So I ordered some boxes last quarter from eBay, so I have some eBay boxes over there in the corner as well.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much. You shared so many tips with us, but you have a course that's available that has even more tips. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your course?
Yeah, I do. I have a course that's titled How to Make Money in Your Spare Time with eBay. Inside the course, it features 6 different modules and different PDFs and videos, and it just goes over everything eBay related. I discuss some of the things we talked about here, like how to find thrift stores, how to find items that will sell, how to sell them, how to take pictures, how to create descriptions for your items, how to create titles that'll jump out and make your item sell. And I just go over all that and more inside the course. You can check it out on thebutlerjournal.com, and it's only $47 right now. So if you guys are interested in trying to make some more money with eBay, you feel free to check it out.
That is awesome. And on average, like how much money do you make with eBay?
Let me see. Right now, I'm making between $400 to $500 per month in sales with eBay, which is awesome. September was my highest month. I almost made $700 with eBay. My goal, my goal is to get to 1,000. And with me doing that, I gotta have between 180 to 200 items in my store. I currently have 160 items in my store, so I'm definitely be doing some sourcing this weekend, and I know I'll get to that goal.
Thank you so much, Jason. This is like super inspirational. Like I want to go to the thrift store right now and go get some items.
Hey, do it. Go and do some Insta stories. I'm telling you, you'll find some stuff in there.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For more money tips and inspiration, be sure to head over to youngyetwise.com. I'm Candace Marie, and as always, be wise, stay humble, and build. Thanks again, Jason.
All right, no problem. Appreciate it.